Alright guys, sorry for the late introduction, but here we are, another race at the hybrid series, this time at Nurburgring, and we've got qualifying just about to commence now, and we will join the guys trackside. Hopefully we can get this going quite smoothly, and yeah. Once again, I apologise for the abrupt introduction. I've literally just got back from a meal. Unfortunately, there seems to be a slight delay with qualifying commencing. But yeah, let's just quickly go through the standings while we wait. So, have a look. Obviously, if you've been following the series, you can see that Junga GP are currently leading the Constructors' Championship with 126 points. Then you've got F-Zero Racing trailing behind by 31 points. Porsche Racing 54. So, I mean, there's a big gap in the Constructors, obviously, with Maximilian Junga dominating. Doesn't help F-Zero's chances. Then yeah, we've got in the Drivers' Championship, again, bit of a big gap between first and second. Younger GP 111 points ahead, and then you've got Only Vision trailing behind 46 points behind with 65. Then Tornado 31 points. I mean, it's the midfield. Similar with the Constructors, you've got Nitrex with 30, Piggy 27, Syntax 25, Wolf 24, Nick 22. Quite bunched up points wise. So hopefully we'll be able to see that evolve at Nurburgring. Currently waiting on someone joining the server. Thanks to the Italian coding, we have to wait until someone joins before the next session starts. Obviously gives us a chance to reflect. But yeah, so unfortunately, because of the short notice, I think I'll be commentating alone tonight. I can quickly just post a message, see if anyone wants to join me. Yeah, it might be a lonely one tonight. Let's see if I got any predictions. Let's have a look at the current lap times that have been set so far. So all eyes on Magzire, the newcomer. Currently has a best lap of 1 minute 26.3. Now the only person who seemed to get close to him is Only Vision with 0.4 seconds off with a 1:26.7. I mean, Magzire has put in quite a lot of laps in comparison, but only time will tell who will come out on top. No, having a bit of an issue at the moment. Just give me a second. Hopefully we can sort this out. Slight hiccup. Nothing unusual. Just another day at the office. I don't think they set up the server properly by the looks of things. 32. That's all the secret settings. So we're just going to have to quickly restart the server for that practice session. Like I said, nothing unusual, but this gives us a chance to kind of, I guess, go into more detail regarding the standings and predictions. So while that's setting up, let's have a look. So pretty close between the Porsche racing team at the moment. I mean, Piggy and Syntax pretty close on pace. I mean, Piggy does seem to have the edge over Syntax at the moment if we go into the driver standings in particular. I mean, there's barely anything between the two, but from previous races, Piggy's just looked on form to see if after his concussion, his recent injury, if he can back up that performance. We've got Wolf representing European Velocity. I mean, he does have a teammate, Cut, or Shady as he likes to call himself. He's nowhere to be seen at the moment. But Wolf is one to look out for, especially around Nurburgring. And then we've got Maxi Junga, obviously at his home ground, his home track. He'll be wanting to get max points out of this. Max points for Maxi. He'll be wanting to keep this a very clean race. If we go to the driver penalty points, I mean, Maxi is at 5 at the moment. So he will be sitting out of qualifying, I think. So here we go. Here we have it. Qualifying is now underway. Let me just sort a few things out. Make this stream look beautiful. Vision, one of the two title contenders at the moment. I mean, like I said before, he's quite by the way, it might help if I switch to the stream. So yeah, Only Vision going out on the softs at the moment. Looking to go for a stint at the start. We've got 13 minutes of qualifying as Only Vision is about to embark on his first flying lap. It's a good exit out the last corner. There's an awkward kink as it comes to the end of the straight here. Always catches me out at least. You have to run wide into second. Only Vision using as much of the curve of entry to hit that apex. Look at me pretending like I know what I'm talking about. It's a tricky apex, so it's almost like a double apex as well. So, as Only Vision's about to complete his flying, let's just look at the current tyre choices. So, a few have gone with the soft choice. Only Vision, Piggy, Agnes, as Only Vision goes over the finish line and sets a 1:30.2. So, roughly 4 seconds off the pace at the moment. Max Stein set to 129.6 on the Hypersofts. I'm not quite sure if that's the optimum tyre choice. I thought he wasn't participating today. That's a nice turn of events. I mean, I do worry sometimes about these drivers who are very infrequent with their showing up. Whether they've got enough practice in them to stay on the pace and not ruin everyone else's experience. I trust Cut though, strangely enough. There's rumours on the pit wall that Syntax, one of the two Porsche drivers, might not be making it into next season due to commitments and time constraints. Let's hope that's not the case, but I mean, it's the thing with the hybrid series, it's very demanding, it requires a lot of time, effort and practice. Something that everyone can as Syntax breaks at the 100 metre boards, clips both the apexes quite nicely, puts his car in the right direction. Slowly onto the throttle, crosses the line with 1:31.3 on the ultra softs. As we have 7 minutes of qualifying left. Max Stan at the moment, who's running the Hypersofts. He's currently 0.8 seconds up on his best time. so 129.6, braking late into that. As we see the difference in tyre quality, braking much later than Syntax previously. Straight on the throttle, crosses the finish line with a 128.5, currently the session best. Hopefully we'll be able to see improvements on that from the drivers as he brakes right on the straight. I don't know how I feel about that. Such is the nature of sim racing that allows you to jump straight back into the pit. As I say this, Magzire goes fastest with a 127.7 in the Hypersofts. And only Vision answer that. Still on the soft tyre. He is 0.5 seconds up on his best though. Vision giving it all this lap. 1 second up on his best time, and he's set to 128.4. He pulls off to the side and jumps back into the pit. Going for the Wolf now. 0.6 seconds up on his best. We're hoping to get into the 28s in this lap, as he could potentially be held up by the car ahead, close to go. One of the younger boys. Goes over the line with a 129 flat. On the ultra soft tyre. Getting nice and close to the car ahead. Definitely will be feeling the dirty air coming up that, so knowing him, he'll be wanting to kind of get past him maybe. Yeah. As the younger car goes to one side and lets him past. Has he already spoiled his lap though, as he does manage to find time in that corner. Wolf crosses the line and sets a 128.4. Just stays ahead of Only Vision for the time being. Yeah, he'll be looking to get one more lap in before the session ends. As I stupidly jump back to the wrong car. Rolling with Magzire now, who's currently on a hot one. Straight line into the apexes, stays in the positives. Yeah, he will be setting a high barrier, high target for the guys to try and beat, as he's the first car to get into the 126s on the Hypersoft tyre. That might be setting a high standard there, which, unless people follow suit with that tyre, they might not be able to compete. As he goes back out for another lap. And we're going to roll with Only vision now, who is 0.4 seconds up in his lap time. As he tries to extend as much of the track as we allow before it becomes illegal. Trying to find those extra few tenths. Brakes at 80 meters. Bit of oversteer going through a left-right chicane. Second to seventh in a matter of seconds. He crosses the line and only manages to stay ahead of Wolf. Still on the soft tyre that must be going down. So we'll be rolling with Nitrax now, who is just about to, well, he's just embarked on his flying lap. It wasn't the best of starts. Can he pull it together for the rest of the lap? I'm sure he can. He's only a tenth down on his delta at the moment. By the looks of things though, he will be remaining in second place unless one of the guys in the back can pull out something special now. And I think he dropped down too many a gear there, lost 2/10 as he embarks upon the back straight. Brakes at 90 metre board. It wasn't a board, was it? He just broke at 90 metres. As he embarks upon the final straight and is unable to better his time. So that puts him in second place, and it will be Data who crosses the line. Tornado, who's on a flying lap, he's 2/10 up. That might just be enough to pit the likes of Piggy, which he does. He puts himself in 8th place, and that's qualifying. So we'll quickly just run through the grid. We've got Magzire, who was people's favourite this weekend to get pole. Manages to do that on the Hypersoft, 126.9. Only just getting into the 26s. He's the only car to do so in qualifying. Nitrax wasn't even able to get into the 27s. He manages a 128.8 flat, 1 whole second off the pace. And you got Only Vision in third, 128.1. Max Stein 128.15. And then you got Wolf, Data, Cross, Tornado, Piggy, Alex Cochran, Syntax. Surprisingly not able to get into the top 10 this time. Prozac, Karlisk, Callum Roberts, who sets at 130, however is not here to join us for the rest of qualifying for some reason. Colton Fox, DJB, Cut, Agnes, and then Sipalix finishes. Oh, and then we've also got Max Younger, who obviously was he had a qualifying ban, so wasn't able to actually set a lap time, so he'll be starting at the back of the grid. And yeah, I mean, this is sort of how we saw it coming, to be honest. Magzai, as I mentioned, was the people's favourite for getting pole. Newcomer here at Trout League. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of his pace over the rest of the season, as we now embark upon the 2-minute countdown before the 34 lap race begins. So we might as well go over the tyre strategies. So it will be Magzire, Max Stein, and no, sorry, my bad. It'll be Magzire, yeah, Max Stein. Only those two drivers that will be starting on the Hypersofts. Nitrax, Wolf, Data, Tornado, Alex, and yeah, and Cut. They will be starting on the Ultrasoft, and you've got Only Vision, Cross, Piggy, Prozac, Karlisk, Colton, DJB, Agnes, Siplix. Quite a lot of people, even Max is younger by the looks of things. They'll all be starting on these soft, so they'll be doing a longer stint at the start of the race, and then we've got the likes of, I believe it's just Syntax using these super softs, so he'll be on a completely different strategy to everyone else. If Callum is able to join us, I don't think he will be. And now we enter the last 30 seconds before the race begins. Should be an interesting one nonetheless, as we now head into the last 10 seconds. Quite exciting times this. The red lights all light up, and it's lights out, and away we go. By the looks of it, I couldn't tell who was on pole for some reason. Magzire gets a good start, and there's a big crash. It holds the rest of the pack up. I think we're good to keep going though. There's a big spin for one of the pink cars, as Magzire makes it away unscathed. Nitrax in second, Only Vision in third. Only Vision, I believe, got a really good start. Max Stein right on the tail across though, and Piggy as well, looking to try and maybe make a few positions. Cross will be happy with that start though, I believe. You know, he's got a broken leg and is having to brake with his right foot. So if anyone's aware of how racing drivers brake and accelerate in Formula 1, it's not going to be easy for him to gain those extra few tenths. I mean, nowadays you've got to use the left foot for braking, the right foot for accelerating if you want to make the most. As you run with Only Vision now, looking to try and make as many points over Maxi Younger, who's starting at the back of the grid, to try and get that gap even closer heading into the next race as we start lap 2. And the close battles here in the midfield is Colton Fox and Syntax trade places back and forth. The beautiful Renault car in all its glory, as we utilise the helicam. You can see from above the gaps forming. Running with Tornado, looking to make a move. Gets a bit of oversteer as he exits that corner though. Cross now going into the deep braking zone, but Max Stein just able to stay ahead of him. Wolf going deep into the braking zone, makes it just around him. Tornado won't be happy about that one, but Wolf, well done to him for getting that move done. Only Vision heading to turn 1, right behind his teammate Nitrax. That'll be a good podium finish for those two if they can keep it going. This also director mode is going from one car to the other, and it's making it very hard to kind of commentate on the transition. Tornado right on the tail of Syntax though, he's not going to let him get away too easily. As we run with Carlos, currently in 13th out of the points at the moment. Carlos looking to redeem himself after many bad races. Cut disconnects. That's probably him over and done with. I did see one of the pink cars flying into turn 1, so could be him. The Tornado is staying real close to Syntax at the moment, not letting him get away. Oh, what's this? Only Vision's made it past Nitrax, is it? Let's have a look. Let's just roll with them. Yep, Only Vision's made it past Nitrax. Now, we didn't get to see the maneuver, but whether or not it was team orders, we won't know until after the race. As the gaps begin to form now, Tornado goes for a nice dive bomb. Just gets past Syntax nice and easy. As Alex has a big lock-up moment right there, and for some reason we've jumped to the pits. Why has the fucking game done that? Excuse my language. Let's sort this out, eh? Why has it done this? Gotta love this game. Here we go, running with Nitrax. So as I was saying before, probably down to team orders, maybe being Only Vision's in a position where he needs to score as many points over his championship rival, Max Younger, who's made it up to 16th place now. Magzire though staying ahead, extending the gap with every lap. As expected. Will be looking to kind of run away with this one. I'll be right back, guys, and I'll just let the stream run on its own. It won't be too long. So I'm briefly back as we run with Maxi Junga, who's clearly in the wrong livery. I do apologise for this, it's probably my fault to some extent, but nevertheless that is a beautiful looking livery which belongs to the Octan boys. We run with the likes of DJB, who's currently in 17th. Maybe able to see. No. So Mags are currently only 3 seconds ahead at the moment. So those hypersofts will probably come into a bit of an brief end, as Only Vision is slowly gaining on him. Cross eyes up an attempt on the likes of Nitrax, both going deep into the chicane section of the track. Cross is determined to get the overtake done before the straight though. Will he get the DRS? He does get the DRS. He gets the manoeuvre done into turn 1. And that's P3 for Cross. Younger will be happy about this. And we roll with Maxi at the moment, who is right on the tail of Syntax. Now it bothers me that he's in the wrong car, so I'm going to be pointing this out the whole race. Such an amateur mistake. Maximilian, obviously, worth pointing out that he is our current championship leader by a fair margin as well, and they will be looking to keep that gap. So we're doing everything he can to get back into the points. I mean, he's currently 10th at the moment, but if we want to earn fair few more points to be alongside that. Syntax though, keeping it nice and clean. He won't make this easy for Maxi. Maxi getting a nice bit of slipstream and DRS. The Syntax closes the door and keeps the battle going on for another lap. Maxi gets a lot of oversteer there, but manages to overcome it with the amount of DRS that he gets. And that'll be bye bye Syntax. P9 is for me. Obviously Syntax won't be happy about that. There's the other Octan car. That looks of things. Why is there more than one? Why is there so many Octan cars? rolling with Nitrox at the moment. Both him and Tornado on the Ultra Softs. So the pace will be evenly matched. It'll be whoever has the best setup, most slipstream, and who can handle the next series of corners better. Oh, for Christ's sake, I've done it again. Keep forgetting to switch over to the race, so I do apologise if it only just says race now at the top of your screens. We've been racing for 11 laps. I will soon get into the habit of switching over. I go through all this effort to make the stream look nice and I completely forget to do it. Such is the task of streaming, commentating, and trying to make everything nice and pretty and make sure that the show is running smoothly. I'm not a very smart man. But we'll go to Univision and Magzire, who are currently battling for first place. Magzire's tyres have completely gone by now. Univision, being on the soft tyre, can see a longer stint through. Now, will Univision be able to get this move done this lap? That is the question. Bit of a lock up there from Magzire. Won't be helping his chances going to turn 2 as Univision is all over him at the moment. Univision going for a wide entry, try and use as much track as possible. Just take a completely different line to Magzire to try and capitalise on his defensive manoeuvres. But I mean, Univision probably getting a lot of oversteer from the dirty air from being so close to Magzire, so I want to try and back up and get him on the straights. Here we go. Both of them very well experienced around this track, so they'll know exactly where they'll be gaining and losing time. As Univision breaks just after the 100-metre board. There we go, can he use the DRS now to capitalise? He's very close to the back of Magzire. Magzire tries to get away from him, goes down the inside. So Univision is forced around the outside. Both drivers keeping it clean, this is what we like to see. As they're both wheel to wheel now. Univision manages to get through though. And he'll be taking P1 with that. Maximilian now in 5th place on the softs. Going for a long stint, just like Univision. We're hoping to get maybe a podium by the end of the race.